players, they don't have a set play. It all comes naturally. You know, when they go with the flow, whatever they feel like to do, they'll do it on the court. And it's very exciting watching them.
Well, their opponents, the German pair of Fuchs and Spitko. Michael Fuchs played a wonderful game at the net in the earlier rounds. Spitko is traditionally the smash specialist at the back. They beat Crespo and Ara in the earlier round, 21-7, 21-17. That was the Spanish local hero, and that's why we were watching that game. They also took out from France, Kerl, Hofner and Quer. That was 21-16, 19-21 and 29-27. I'll give you the Indonesians in a while, but play is underway. So let's have a look at this play now. The opening point to Indonesia.
2 love.
The opening 2 points to Indonesia.
Smash just long, I think.
Yep. Well, this is a good start for the Indonesians. 4 love. Not really much of a response. Good placement there. It wasn't just power. Power was 306.
My goodness. It's getting better and better.
Yeah, over 300 kilometers an hour. That was a big hit. My goodness. Mind you, early days, and he's obviously got his strength, and the adrenaline is really flowing. And at 5 love, well, in fact, now they just picked up 1 point. It's 1-5. And at last, Spitko gets the serve. We'll talk in your language. That's he's 6'3+, isn't he?
He is. He is very tall. And we're looking for Indonesian team to take over the net. You know, it's key, the most important part of the doubles game.
Bit lucky there, Indonesia. They find the net, and it almost stayed on top for 10 minutes, but it bobbled down onside there you go, onto the German side as we're now back live. Spitko tries to make it, but that's wonderful interception there by Michael Fuchs. He's great at the net. He's a wonderful free spirit as well, isn't he?
He is.
279, that particular smash, but it was his positioning in anticipation that was so good there. He's at 2-7. He's got the serve.
Oh, that's the tricky shot we were talking about earlier, and Luluk trying to do that, but unfortunately he made a mistake.
Service over. 8-3. 9-3.
It's some big aggression here from the Indonesians. Both of them are prepared to take on the big smashes, and consequently it's putting pressure on the German couple. 10-3, and it's been one-way traffic at the moment, and they come to the break at 11-3, and that hasn't taken too long, is it?
No, it's very quickly. That's one of the Indonesian strategy, you know, to jump on quickly and dominate at the net and keep the cat calm. And the German hasn't even reacted yet. You know, they find themselves 3-11 down.
Well, the bench there for Indonesia must be very, very happy. It's Heri Imam, and there's on the other side is Detlef Post. And at 11-3, I'm sure that they'll be very happy, having talked through how their match plan, their match strategy was going to go. This is exactly what they would have planned.
Absolutely. It's nice to see your game plans working. You know, it's really, really a plus for the Indonesian team.
Oh, lots of drives there, and it came out ultimately with a super finish drive. It came out wide, but it was well in court of Yulianto Alvent. Picks up another point at 12-3. live. Oh.
Service over.
13-4, and it's really one-way traffic at the moment. There's not much that the Germans can do about this dominant position at the minute. What a fabulous drop shot. It was absolutely vertical at the net, and then followed up with another great smash at 281 kilometers an hour. Excellent work from Yulianto. A lot of action on adjacent courts here, and in fact that's the end of a match. That's why you got those little screams. Lots of badminton being played here on day 4 of the World Championships here in Madrid. We're at the 3rd round stage here. From the moment that left the racket, it's understanding the dimensions of the court is everything, Kevin, isn't it?
Right. You know, after you've been playing for so long, you get a sense of how big the court is. So those players are obviously very, very good. They play every day. You know, they just let the shuttle, watch the shuttle fly by them, and they know it's out.
Particularly at that end. As I mentioned earlier, if you hearing us from the first match, we were talking about the drift, and there's definitely a drift in our faces as we see, and certainly in the faces of the Indonesian pair, which will of course mean that the Germans have to keep it down and control it. It will drift long. And that was pretty tight, but it was definitely out. But that was aimed at the body, wasn't it?
That was aimed to the body, and very unfortunate. If Spitko had let that go, and you would have been out.
I think so.
Yeah, but he just a little too big to move out of the way.
How much energy for that? My goodness, 267 for the first one. There's a lot. I mean, that jump smash, the Indonesians just love it. The Malaysians, Indonesians, they absolutely adore that. You don't get that extravagance, do you, with the Chinese so much?
Nope.
And they're conserving their energy. They're, you know, it's not the flash element. That's basically what I'm trying to say.
Right.
But it's so exciting for the crowd to watch that stuff.
That's definitely entertaining. The Indonesians, they are, you know, they're being a little bit shorter than the European players. That's why they need to have the extra leap to get up in the air to put a smash down.
But how hard is it to do that? Well, there we go. Then the first game, and it's already now to 20 points to 8. So game point to Indonesia. Oh, and that's it. That is 21-8. Well, that didn't take very long, and I'm sure that all the stats will say that they have dominated in every department there. 21-8. As we see the final point here, short service. It was played up, and then eventually into the net from Fuchs, Michael Fuchs. So the second game is about to start, but there you can see 9 minutes. Wow.
Wow, that's amazing. They don't mess around, do they?
Yeah, for sure. 21-8 in 9 minutes. I think they'll be pretty happy with that. Doesn't give you much time for practicing out here. Here we go then. Smash winners. Alvent and Hadiyanto, definitely 8-4, twice as good. And the net winners coming up, well, not so many, but you only need to be one up, don't you? And the clear winners, not too many of those. And there's the big one. Spitko and Fuchs, 12-4 in the unforced errors. So we see the graveyard of the shuttlecocks. Consecutive points, okay, 5 in a row. Well, they won by 21 points to 8. So Detlef Post comes to our end, right behind his players, as we now have Indonesia in service, and Fuchs makes the first error.
1, love. 2. Love. 3, love.
And into a very, very early big lead again, but the Germans managed to pick one up for 1-3. Fuchs does well there. In fact, I think it was Spitko probably called it.
Service over. 4-2.
It's the confidence that's gone, isn't it? They're not confident that, you know, the style of play that they've chosen. The Indonesians are absolutely dominant.
It's hard to gain any confidence after losing the first game in 9 minutes. So they're trying to find a way to somehow, you know, keep close with the Indonesian team, but they're losing in every category right now.
It's very difficult. It's now 8-2 and looking very ominous for the German pair. Well, the first real error committed by Yulianto Alvent, and I tell you, it's we haven't seen many of them. The feather came off. I'm sure we'll see a change of shuttle with this one. Hadiyanto, well, using the excuse that his hand slipped a little bit. There we can see a bit of chalk, was it, going on there? Or?
A little bit of chalk going on there, just to prevent the slipperiness of the grip.
So we come back to play at 3-8.
Service over. 9-3.
Yeah, you see, that was brilliant judgment, wasn't it?
It was.
Didn't need to be brilliant judgment there. So wide. Crikey, they're going to do better than 9 minutes, I think. Oh dear. That's at the halfway stage of this second game, having taken the first 21-8. They're now 11-3 up and really struggling to get any kind of coordinated defense or attack. And I must say, the Indonesians can't believe their luck. I thought we were in for a big battle here. The world ranked 14 is just being absolutely dominated by the world ranked 9 pair. This is quite extraordinary. Look at that, 4 minutes. What are the? Oh, did you see that the first game has been given 10 minutes now, not 9?
Really? Wow. Gosh. You know. Well, you know, I think the Indonesian teams are really better than their ranking displays, because they really should be in the top 5 in the world right now.
Well, they've certainly got a lovely, lovely combination. They've got all the shots. In fact, these drives that you normally see in the doubles game, they really have them off to a tee. They're fantastic. Beautiful short and half-court shots. Well, first error there at the net this time. Well, in fact, it was Alvin again. I keep saying Alvin, Yulianto Alvin, whenever there's a mistake, but I've also given him compliments as well. Super shot right into the body. Difficult to defend.
Yeah, Elvis is really good, you know, in the back. He has variety shots, smash, drops, and very smart placements.
Service over. 6-13.
There must be something about the speed of that was very deceiving, because Spitko normally gets those kind of shots back, and I mean, extraordinary really. Their mind is not on it, you can tell.
Well, the Indonesian team is hardly giving him any chance to let him hit a big smash. He's really forcing the pace down, so he has to bend over to hit those shots.
And again, it was a wonderful piece of understanding the speed of the shuttle, left it for out. It's 16-6.
17-6.
It's the same story. I mean, we're seeing a repeat performance of that first game, just total dominance by the Indonesians. Well, if you didn't think it was a world championship, you would think it was an exhibition here. It's really beautiful. Beautiful to watch. Great touch. But what a mistake from Spitko.
Well, you know, it was great. A deception shot by Luluk, Hadiyanto.
Service over. 7-18.
7-18. No, that's wide. Yeah, so they've pulled back 3 points in a row there. Good stuff. It's 9-18. And Spitko with the service. It was developing into quite a reasonable rally. But we haven't seen many of them, have we?
We haven't, but at least they're getting more points than the first game.
This is good. Good stuff. And that looked in. Yeah, it looked in. It was caught the corner. It's a lovely rally, but smashing defence. I mean, we're talking about a very serious contenders for medals here. Hadiyanto and Alvent, they have just got so much good combination. Defence and attack well in. This time it was well left by Michael Fuchs.
10-19.
So they're still in it, but only just. 10-19. No, that's a really bad and big error there. Nothing you can do sitting on the bench here. The coach would just have to say, wow. Match point then to Indonesia. Spitko leaves it and just about grabs that point. Did well at 11-20. That is in, and that is the match for Indonesia. It really was a beautiful, controlled match by Luluk Hadiyanto and Yulianto Alvent. Congratulations all round from Spitko and Fuchs, but they have been dominated. Even the smaller Fuchs there is taller than either of the opponents, but it didn't seem to make any difference. The reach was not important. It was just a total dominant defence and attack. Was just superb there by the Indonesians. I will be surprised if they don't go a lot further than this. Quarterfinals, the next stage, they might go on and vie for the finals. That was brilliant.
That was beautiful match, beautiful display, I should say, by the Indonesian teams. They display every single shot you can possibly display in the doubles match. Drive, smash, cross-court defensive shots, you know, just wonderful to watch them.
The only thing that could be said, they managed to last for, 14 minutes there in this second game at 21-11. So it's 21-8, 21-11 Indonesia will be very, very happy with that. There you go. Then there's the stats of that match, and the smash winners, they're all on Indonesia's side. It's 16-5, absolute dominance. The unforced errors all mostly, well, not all, but mostly on the German side, and everything else was really, really good. Indonesia then win it very easily by 2 games to love.